What separates ordinary from unstoppable? Not talent, not luck. It's the mindset that never quits. Every day, millions wake up with dreams and go back to sleep without acting on them. Why? Because they wait for motivation instead of building discipline. Discipline isn't glamorous, it's consistent action. You show up when it's hard. You grind when it's uncomfortable. Most give up at 1%. You thrive at 99%. The 1% mindset is not about perfection. It's about persistence. You do the work even when no one is watching. Talent, not luck. Discipline. Most people do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they are inconsistent. They start strong. They feel inspired. They promise themselves this time will be different. And then life gets uncomfortable. They get tired. They get bored. They get distracted. And slowly they return to the same habits that kept them stuck. This is the real reason most people never change. They rely on motivation. Motivation feels powerful, but it is temporary. It comes and goes based on mood, based on emotion, based on convenience. Discipline does not care how you feel. Discipline is showing up when you are tired, when you are frustrated, when progress feels invisible. Discipline is choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort, and that is why discipline changes everything. Look at anyone who has achieved something meaningful: athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, warriors. They were not motivated every day, but they were disciplined. They trained when no one was watching. They worked in silence. They repeated the same boring actions over and over again until results were unavoidable. Most people quit right before the breakthrough because the middle is uncomfortable. The beginning feels exciting. The end feels rewarding. But the middle feels slow, lonely, and pointless. That is where discipline is built. That is where most people fail. They compare their progress to others. They doubt themselves. They start asking if it is even worth it. Discipline answers that question. Discipline says, do it anyway. Do it even when the results are small. Do it even when no one claps for you. Do it even when it feels like nothing is changing. Because something is changing. You are changing. Every disciplined action is shaping your identity. You are becoming someone who keeps promises to themselves. And that is powerful, because once you trust yourself, everything else becomes easier. Confidence grows, momentum builds, standards rise, and eventually the results show up. Not suddenly, not magically, but inevitably. Discipline compounds. Just like interest, just like habits, just like progress. One day you look back and realize you are no longer the same person. Not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. This is the part no one tells you. Discipline does not remove struggle. It teaches you how to move through it. It teaches you patience, focus, self-respect. It teaches you to stop negotiating with excuses, to stop waiting for the perfect moment, to stop asking how you feel today and start asking what needs to be done. Because results do not come from how you feel. They come from what you repeatedly do. If you are tired of starting over, build discipline. If you are tired of feeling behind, build discipline. If you are tired of watching others win while you stay stuck, build discipline. Start small. One habit, one commitment, one promise you do not break. Wake up when you said you would. Train when you said you would. Work when you said you would. Even when you do not feel like it. Especially when you do not feel like it. That is how discipline is formed. And once discipline becomes part of who you are, your life will never be the same. Because discipline turns potential into reality. And that is how real change begins.